So, Amazon FBA. I want to talk about that for the next 40 minutes. Maybe not even that much, but I have only 40 minutes worth of storage on my phone before I run out of space. So, that's my time limit, I guess. Phones these days, delete our stuff or, yeah, okay. So, Amazon FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. Amazon fulfilled by Amazon. Let's talk directly about Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA, Amazon fulfilled by Amazon, meaning you send your products into Amazon and they fulfill it. So, Amazon, you go on there and you buy things. Amazon's becoming more and more popular and will increase in popularity. This is why Amazon FBA, let's not get sidetracked. So, Amazon FBA, you send products into Amazon. When you, the consumer, goes online, buy now, you don't know where that's coming from. You just click buy now and the product ends up on your doorstep. It comes from Amazon. But where does it come from before Amazon? Who supplies Amazon? Amazon FBA sellers. You in your living room. You in your garage. You in your spare bedroom. 90%, I believe that's the statistic and what I've heard, but I don't really know for sure. But I do know that a high proportion of stock that Amazon give to the consumer, so when you're on your laptop or your phone, boom, buy now, delivery next day, that could be me in my office, like I've genuinely done it in here, pack stuff. When you click buy now, it's come from me. So where have I got it from? And that's essentially what Amazon FBA is about. It's, well, you buy cheap, you sell expensive. That's how profit is made for anyone. That's why people are employed in work. You can do the work for cheaper than they can do it. Therefore, they make profit, which is how the business grows. That's how everything works. You build a product in China for nothing, and then there's a supplier, then another supplier, then a distributor, then it might be shops, and then you, the end consumer, end up paying hundreds of pounds for a TV that's cost £1 in China, for example. Everyone takes their cut along the way. That's just the way the world works. With Amazon FBA, you can be the one that supplies to Amazon, who then sells to the end consumer. So you see, you're not the end consumer, you're working with Amazon to supply at profit. Amazon runs 90% of its, I believe, 90% of its stock of normal people. Now, you can have your house, your bedroom, you can have a warehouse, you can have bigger companies. Obviously, there's different sizes of companies, but the good thing about Amazon FBA is you could just send in one product if you wanted to. You got to set the account up, whatever the fee is. I think it's like £30 a month. You're paying £30 a month. Obviously, you're going to need to sell at least 30 quid worth of profit, otherwise it's pointless having an account. And you can even sell it on a pay per item thing. You don't have to do it monthly fee for the account. You want to send something in that makes you profit because someone's going to go on Amazon and buy it at a higher price, which then gives you the question of, well, why do people pay at a higher price on Amazon? Now ask yourself the question, have you used Amazon to buy something? Well, if the answer is yes, then why didn't you buy it cheaper elsewhere? You can work out the answers for yourself in your head. For the same reason you use Amazon, other people use Amazon. For the same reason you might not have known where it supplies, who supplies Amazon. Same for the people using Amazon. No one's like Amazon gives you the experience of Amazon. Amazon's in everyone's heads. It also owns the courier networks and get it to you next day, which other rival couriers can't do, and will probably end up folding into Amazon because Amazon will just swallow up the entire courier network. No other network will be able to keep up with them because Amazon got the money. That will happen. So if they're going to swallow up the courier networks, and there will be more courier networks made as well, because everyone's being pushed to stay inside. Remember, look what's happened in the last 2 years. Stay inside, outside's dangerous. So everybody stays inside. So everyone needs supplying, don't they, inside? Now people natural to not going outside. The gaming community, the multiverse, the metaverse, let's not get sidetracked by technology, but we all know our jobs now come indoors because of furlough and because of can't go outside. In comes the metaverse, in comes technology, the high street will start to deplete. And that's not even touching on everything else, but let's not go down that route. So Amazon can get it to you quicker than anybody else. Simple. it has one of the best interfaces of usability on the internet. If you want something, you could probably find it on Amazon. You're not going, okay, I need this item, who's got it the best at wholesale and how many days for shipping, and you don't even think like that. You just go Amazon, boom, click. Anyway, so if you buy a product, 30 quid, you know there must be profit made along the way, otherwise who's selling it for 30 quid? 30 quid for 30 quid makes no sense in a profit-driven world. So somewhere along the line, someone made a tenner on it, someone made a quid on it, someone made 2 quid on it. The Chinese who made it might get, say they made it for a quid, the Chinese might get 5 quid from it. Then the Americans might buy it in bulk and they get 10 quid from it. And then it goes to a wholesaler, a supplier, a distributor, a shop. You essentially would start working with the suppliers and the distributors to ship products to Amazon to get yourself in there. Now, this sounds difficult as a business, like you become a supplier, a distributor, like that's not what I do. I'm a cleaner or whatever, and you don't know how this stuff works. That's fair enough. And that's what I want to say, that's how I started with it. I literally started by, I was scrolling through TikTok and there was this kid, ginger hair, like 16 years old or something. He's like, you can make money as an Amazon. And the way he spoke was just, it just captured my imagination. I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. He's like, sign up to this Discord. And I was like, okay, obviously these people are making money off it as well. I know how it all works. Like they make money, you make money, everyone makes money. It's where you fit in the tree, or do you want to be right at the bottom, working to keep the entire system above you, or do you want to be a couple of levels up? There's still people above you, but there's people also below you, which makes your life more comfortable. And the beauty of it, if it is, anyone can do it. Like I was like, okay, what's this? I was like, okay, signed up to the Discord. I didn't even know what Discord was. They were like, sign up to Discord. And my brain was like, what's Discord? What is it, a place? I genuinely didn't know. And there might be kids laughing at this going, obviously we know what Discord is. I'm 35 years old. I never heard of it. Never heard of Discord. You know, the way you look up to your grandparents, you're like, oh, you don't know anything. Like, I don't know anything about the way kids do stuff nowadays. And they have the upper hand. Kids have the upper hand on how the world's going to move because they're in it. They live in it. The technological era. So it was like, right, sign up to Discord. And I'm like, right, okay. Signed up. And I'm like, I haven't got a clue. The interface. I couldn't. I use WhatsApp and Telegram, which are basically the same. And I was like, what on earth is... I haven't got a clue. And I was in their comment section like, how does this work? How does this work? How do you do this? What does that mean? They'd be like, NSR. I'd be like, what's that mean? I don't know. Stop talking gibberish. I don't know what you're talking about. But the lads that ran it, young lads, brilliant. Just gave you, they understood that you are a moron and you don't know anything, which is fair enough. I didn't know anything. I knew nothing. And if you don't know anything, then, well, someone's got to teach you, haven't they? So the lads in the Discord are really, really good at teaching. They have their own videos. I'm not trying to hype them up, but they are called Live Cops. 40 quid a month, I think it is. And it's why I started my Amazon FBA journey. Now I only started it a few months ago. I'm not big time seller. I'm not even sure that the profits and stuff. I'm really not. I'm full-time plumber, and I've been doing this on the side in the evenings, the weekends. Just the Discord group, basically. How can I explain Discord? People know, then fair enough. You're like, oh, obviously we know what Discord is. Fair enough. Older people don't. It's kind of like a group with loads of, I don't know, multi-channel kind of WhatsApp type thing. You click on different things and different things open all within the app. Anyway, in there are lads that scour the internet, scour the shops for potential profit that you can make by buying a certain product and selling it on Amazon. So they're like, this product can make you money on Amazon. Now you look at it and go, I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know what the product is, or what these numbers mean, what's this graph mean, what's that percentage mean. I haven't got, what are you talking about? Now it all makes perfect sense to me. Obviously, I don't know all of it, but the stuff I didn't know in July 2022, I didn't know any of this stuff. My brain couldn't even compute it, even like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Like BSR, I'm always BSR. And now I know what it means, and it makes sense. So you learn the business kind of as you go. don't have to know everything. You can just kind of jump in, pay 30 quid, take your Amazon account set up, and just take your time. Jump in the Discord group, that one, a different one. Pay someone to learn Amazon if you wanted to. I'm not recommending myself, but maybe in time. Because I learned off these lads, and there will be people below. Because Amazon FBA is going to go on for a long, long time. Amazon is probably going to be the biggest, and in future, probably one of the only merchants, retailers. They'll do cars, they'll do food. They will. There's nothing that rivals them at the moment. So if there's nothing that rivals them in the world we're in, they will just swallow up everything. Of course they will. So you can get in there just by doing your normal job and just buying a product online, waiting for it to come through your door. You've then got a bit of stuff to put into the computer, print the label, stick it on, and drop it off at a UPS drop-off place, or you can get them delivered pick up from your house. And then Amazon do their stuff, and basically your product's gone out the door, and obviously you can see through your online thing if it's been sold. If it's been sold, then money's on its way to you. Simple as that. Because Amazon are the one that market it. Amazon the one who actually post it to the customer. When you get those boxes through the door, the Amazon boxes and stuff like that, and you open it, that could be genuinely from me, and then it could also be from you. You just have to work out how to buy it cheap and sell it at the right price on Amazon. Because Amazon's prices are cheap, but obviously anything in wholesale, anything in distribution is obviously going to be cheaper because they sell in bulk. And obviously anything on sale, for whatever reason the company's having it on sale, is going to make you money if you then can put it on Amazon. So for example, I don't know, you could have a £30 bottle of perfume at Boots, for example, and it's £35 on Amazon. There's no money to be made there. You actually lose money. You think, oh, it's £5, no, but Amazon take fees, postage, packing, these little things. So if you £30 bottle, £35 on Amazon, you literally lose money. There's no point. But if the bottle went on half price sale and it's now 15 quid, it's still for sale 35 quid on Amazon, isn't it? But it's 15 quid. And you actually have you have apps on your phone and even on your computers that if you punch in the number, so I go, okay, you can scan it sometimes with a phone, beep, and it tells you what it is, and the app will actually pop up. You have to pay a subscription for it, but that's one of the apps you have. It's called Seller Amp. I think there's one called BuyBot Pro, but I've only ever used a Seller Amp, so I don't need to swap over to BuyBot Pro. They don't have an advantage that I'm aware of. If I'm unaware of an advantage BuyBot Pro has over Seller Amp, I'm all ears. So you put it in there, and you can see basically the calculations are done and built into the algorithms of the software. So you punch it in, buy price, right? I'm buying that because it's normally 30 quid. It's on sale, 15 quid, right? 15 quid, boom, put it in there. What's going to sell for on Amazon? And you learn to look at Amazon and the graphs and where the prices are and how they fluctuate through seasonality. And you just learn, and you can see how many people are selling it, how many are sold a month, at what price they're sold, does the price fluctuate? And you can start to learn and read these graphs. But at the moment, it's been roughly £35. Okay, so let's put that in. £35, £15 I'm buying it for, and you think, well, that's £20 profit, and it'll come up with, you can make like 8 quid profit, because Amazon want a £6, there's two fees, referral fee, £6 referral fee, and like a cost fee, a cost for them to physically pick it up from you, if that's what you choose, their packers to unpack it, repack it, and physically send it to the next customer. That costs money as well. So you get 2 fees. So where that £30 bottle of perfume would have lost me money, now it's gone into the sale, it might make me 4 quid. So then you've got to think, is 4 quid on a £20 bottle of perfume worth it? You also got to think, well, what products get sent back, which products break, which products customers not happy with, and all types of things. And you start to think, well, I'll stay away from clothing because a lot of people try them on, oh, it doesn't fit, and all the rest of it, wrong style. Like, there's a tear in it. So, like, if you are the one supplying the clothing to Amazon, then you're going to get a lot of it returned. That's the way it works. So you learn to kind of what products are good. my first ever product I bought, I know I'm sidetracking here, but I'm just talking. It's kind of about my experience, and I want to just kind of share it with people. And my first product I bought, I set up my seller account in July 2022, and the first product that appeared on the seller Discord group, I was like, I'm getting it. I'm getting like Monopoly. Buy. I'm having it. I'm in. Let's make money. I'm in. I spent 80 quid on some bottles of suntan lotion. It was July. Now I probably wouldn't buy suntan lotion in July because by the time I get it and send it to Amazon, the sun's now gone down. I was just like, I'm in. So I bought the sun cream, all the calculations and stuff. I was going to make, I don't know, 20 quid or something, but it's 20 quid. You've got to start somewhere. I literally only had £80 that I could start this with. I remember that's all I had. And throughout I risked my rent money. I was like, this has to work out. There's money to be made on a product. I know my rent's due in a couple of days, but I have to pay that. I have to buy this, and something will help me. Some other payment will come in, or get an extra job as a plumber. I was like, I'm all in. I'm all in here, and this is where I'm now. December. It's Christmas Eve, 2022, and I'm all in Amazon. Every spare penny I'm getting, I'm now literally back to get into wholesale. Make my first wholesale order. So I'm not Billy Big Time Amazon FBA seller. I'm trying to document what I know about it to kind of encourage maybe other people who were where I was at July 2022. You just heard of it, or maybe you're now watching this video. You just heard of it. What's Amazon FBA? Like, how can I make money off this? Like, is it too good to be true? There's so many questions, but you're hearing about it. Yeah, you're hearing about it. So I don't work for Amazon. I think the swallow up of the market is tough for small businesses, but in the world we live in, it's just the way it is. As tough as that is to kind of understand, your small business, you can't take on Amazon. They'll call what? You're going to match them for price? Are you going to match them for speed? Are you going to match them for reviews? Are you going to match them for popularity? Of course you're not. Of course you're not. So at some point you have to go, we can't beat them, join them. But you're not doing anything immoral. Like you right now watching this video, do you buy things off Amazon? Well then if yes, then I could have sold you that. I could have done that my end. And if I hadn't done it my end, you wouldn't have got your product. It's literal supply and demand. And deep down, you know that you buy stuff and people have to make profit off it. That's just the way it works. So you're realizing that there is going to be a huge demand for Amazon that's going to go through the roof. It's end of 2022, and Amazon's slowly starting to get into people's minds. They're a bit like Bitcoin is, and they're both going to explode. I don't have any Bitcoins. I haven't got any money. If I had money, I would have Bitcoin. But that's a whole different story. Once you understand we're moving into a crypto world, it's not so much of a reach to think that maybe one or two companies will take over everything. That's just the way it is. So anyway, you've got Amazon FBA, where essentially you find a product in your time, using apps, using software, using groups to help guide you, YouTube videos to teach you, maybe even like me talking now. You could pay for someone to mentor you, but essentially you are from scratch going, this is my business. I am going to sell to Amazon, who then sell on to the customer. I'm going to jump in there, in that distribution channel. And you can start off with what's called retail arbitrage. And I strongly recommend it. That's what I did. Retail arbitrage is you go around the shops with your apps on your phone, you beep, 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 scan stuff. And you're like, the apps will tell you if there's profit to be made. And you can start to learn to read what type of products give profit, which type of products are a bit iffy, which bit of product stay away from, get in. You'll start realizing. And then you start buying stuff off the shelf, you take it home, punch it into your computer, print labels off, put them on the products you just bought from the shop, say Homebase, Argos, Currys, Tesco, Aldi, Lidl, Sainsbury's, Home Bargains, and then there's even online ones as well, the Toy Store, Smiths. Like, every company's making profit on their product, or they wouldn't have these massive buildings, would they? Massive companies like Argos clearly make profit, or they wouldn't be Argos. But sometimes Argos sells things at a cheaper price than Amazon. So if you can get in there, buy that as any other customer would, and go, okay, Amazon, you have it now. Amazon's selling it at their price still. People just haven't gone to Argos. Well, they didn't know they had a sale on, or didn't care. Or Amazon's just what they do. And that's how you go into Argos, picking something up, you go into Home Bargains, picking items up, taking them home, putting them in boxes, labeling them up, send them off to Amazon. Amazon do their thing where people scroll and go, oh, yeah, that, buy now. Boom, now it's your turn for your parcel to go. And there are certain things about whether it's your parcel that will be sold or someone else's, how many other sellers are on the listing. Could be me, you, and a few others that send the same product in. So when someone clicks buy now, whose parcel's going to the person? So who's getting paid? And that's how it works. And that's based on algorithms that Amazon won't tell, but essentially to do price, feedback, location as well, if you're near the seller, the buyer, all the different algorithms that we don't know, but we can take a best guess at. And then your product then gets sent to the customer. Like, someone clicks, when you click buy now, boom, that's what it comes from. It could come from me going to Argos, picking it up, labeling it, putting it in a box, shipping it off to Amazon. Amazon has got it there, and it happens to be, oh, now it's my turn for like 12 hours. If someone clicks buy now, it's my box that goes. And you click buy now, ends up on your door, you open it and go, well, this is my Amazon product. I came from me, and now I make profit. And that profit is like any other business. You've got to declare it and do all these taxes, and you've got to do, and it's not easy to all learn, but you can get accountants. There's Amazon accountants popping up. You're an Amazon accountant, right? Okay, boom, have it. And they log into your account through some backdoor software, and they just do it all for you. But at that point, you've got to be making money to do it. You've got to pay your accountant, I don't know, 100 quid a month to do it all for you. You need to be making that on top of what you need to make. You can then get into, when you start getting capital, you can start going to wholesalers. You know, buy in bulk. I have 100 of that item, I have 1,000 of that item. If they're going to ship you 100 or 1,000, it's obviously cheaper. That's just the way it is. So if you've got the means, the facilities to handle a pallet, a couple of pallets, usually you're not at this point in your own house. You need to start moving out to warehouses. So there's also warehouses, FBA prep warehouses that are popping up doing this, because they know this is coming. They know this is coming. They built a company saying, right, we're going to handle the FBA sellers' stock, and because they know their company's going to explode. They know that. So they're already there waiting, eagerly waiting for you to say, right, I'm going to buy 1,000 of this product from a wholesaler. I'm going to ship it off to the FBA prep center. They're going to do all the unpacking. They're going to do all the labeling, and they're going to then send it off to Amazon. Amazon go, thank you very much, unpack it all, put it all on the shelves. And when the time comes up, when someone's clicking buy now, your product goes out. But if you've got a lot of product in stock in many different variety of things at good profit margin and good sale rate, then like the money's just going to flood in. Now, people are genuinely making like £40,000 a month. And all the figures are there because Amazon's a public company. All the figures are there, so you can see how much of a product. It's like a certain frying pan selling like 40 grand a month. 3,000 of them being sold a month. All the software will tell you. Like 3,000 of this one frying pan are being sold at, I don't know, 40 quid a frying pan. And then you can start looking around. Like, who makes this frying pan? Can I have some of that? Can I sell? Will you sell it to me at £20 a frying pan? Right. Yeah, you're cool. Right, £20 a frying pan. I have 1,000 of them. You sell them to Amazon, they give you £10 each. They're selling 3,000 a month. There's 3 sellers in the buy box. You're one of those sellers, so you're going to get around about 30% of the shares. So you're getting 300 sales a month At £10 profit, that's £3 a month just on the frying pan. And you just make sure you keep on top of the frying pans. What about another product? And the frying pans, at one point, you'll just go, okay, supplier, I'd like, 1,000 of them, send them to my prep center. Yep, here's the money, done. And that's it, you're done. You are, at that point, you're done. Because the supplier will then send them to the FBA prep center. They will then do all their magic and package it and send it off to Amazon. Amazon do their magic, put it on the shelf. The buyers do their magic and buy it. All by you going, I'll have 1,000 of them. Here's the money. And you can get things called virtual assistants, which are basically people who learn Amazon FBA, say, and maybe a little bit down on your level of intelligence. Not intelligence, but how you know the business, how you understand Amazon. The same way as Mark Zuckerberg understands Facebook, yeah? So that's why he's at the top. That's just the way it is. There's not people a couple of rungs down going, it's terrible. It's just the way it is. It's different. Like if you know more about Amazon and you're like, right, okay, I want to hire people. And they can find all the stock. They can make the phone calls. They can make the payments. And obviously that's a dream world. Yeah, of course it is. That's all. You've made it. But ultimately, isn't that the whole point? Amazon FBA for me is a once in a lifetime opportunity. For people like me who are hands-on, I've been a plumber my whole life. Well, not whole life. I was a plumber for 7 years. I'm going to stop in 2023. I'm already making that prediction. I'm going to be full-time Amazon FBA seller 2023. I'm going to phase out the plumbing. Naturally, if my customers want to ring me and I feel like a day plumbing, why not? Break up the norm a bit. But if I'm making good money on Amazon, then you're going to have to pay me good money to be my plumber, isn't it? Because you're taking money away from me in my real business. I'm going to move away from plumbing. I'm working on it. Anyway, my 80 quid bottle of sun cream, I bought it, popped up in the little alerts box on the seller amp, and it says DG, like red. And I'm like, what's that? So in the software that is, I'm like, dangerous goods. I was like, what's that mean? I don't know. Ask the lads what's dangerous goods. Oh, you've got to apply for the dangerous goods program through Amazon. I don't know what that means. You probably don't know what it means. Anyway, I've worked it all out. Yeah, apply for the dangerous goods program. What do I do now? Wait. Right, so I just bought 80 quid worth of sun cream and I can't sell it. I'm like, just okay, just carry on my plumbing life. And then Amazon, like a few weeks later, I think like 2 weeks later, came back to me, yeah, you've been approved for the dangerous goods program. Bearing in mind, I didn't have any of the money to do anything else. That was my one product. And then by the time they actually approved it, we'd moved out of summer. So I looked on the price of the product, and now I'd lose money sending it in. So it actually still sat downstairs in my house, my first ever product I bought. Then I had to earn some more money. With everything the last couple of years, had no money. I just knew this was going to make money, so went for it with my 80 quid. Then I have found another spare 100 quid or something to buy something else. Well, that was it. Ryman's wallets. You know, the little plastic wallets that you put pieces of paper in, put in ring binders and stuff. Plastic wallets. Anyway, Ryman's were having a sale. Again, it was from the Discord group. It popped up. Ryman's having a sale. Looked at Amazon. They were selling for $8.99, and Ryman's selling them for £1. So this is my first ever product I sold. I was like, I'm to buy. I think I bought 140 of them. I think I bought 140 of them. Fucking gigantic box turns up in my house. Obviously, 140 packs of pack of 10. I think it was a pack of 100. I don't know. Massive box turns up. I'm like, I've now got a sticker and label every single one of these plastic wallets. And then, yeah, worked it all out, printed it all off, sent it off to Amazon, and they actually flew out. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, it was like ding, 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 ding. And I was making like 100% ROI on these, as in, I bought them for £1, and I was getting back 2. So 140 turned into 280. I doubled my money. And it happened really quickly, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. So I then bought 240 quid worth of stock, and I can't remember exactly what that was. But now I'm at the point of I am going to move into wholesale. I've got enough for my first wholesale order, which is 1,500 quid. Like, I came from 80 quid. Like, if you got money in Amazon FBA, if you can go straight to the wholesale. But learning it is still the same thing, whether you're wholesale, whether you're private label, which is making your own product. Like, this is my pen. I made this pen. It's got my logo, my brand on it. I might have gone to China and got it made, but it's my logo. It's my pen. And then you sell it on Amazon. And the same way you come across any product on Amazon, and you go, oh, I like that. You click it and buy it. That could be a pen I made. Could be. So essentially, you've got retail arbitrage. You go to the shops, or the shops, and what you learn how to spot stuff that's could be making money on Amazon. You take it home, you box it, you send it off, and all at the same time, you start to learn online how to look around on how to look around the internet, basically, and how to contact companies and say, well, I'll sell some of your products for you. And yeah, cut straight away. I'll be like, no, because you're new, you know what you're talking about. You're not saying the right things. You're not a limited company. You're not VAT registered. All this type of stuff. And this is something I've only just I haven't made my first wholesale order yet, so I'm not saying, but I know where this is going to go. If you do it right, then you can make an awful lot of money. And you don't need to do anything other than give it your time, give it your attention. Like, if you just sit and listen to someone talk about it, it will just sink in. Like anything else you learn. People pay. People teach me Amazon FBA. How did you learn it? How did you know it? Teach someone. Be a teacher on it. You can be. If you're going to make money out of it, people will pay money to then make money, wouldn't they? And you can do, so you've got online arbitrage, retail arbitrage. Then you go into wholesale, basically buy pallets of stuff. Where do you put the pallets of stuff? You have to build that in. Prep centers are popping up for it. And just building it up until you do have 40 grand to buy on stock. And you know, with the people that work for you, who find your stock, who keep on top of your stock, find your good stock at the right price, and they're getting it all sorted and sent to Amazon. And Amazon are just boom, boom, boom. As we move more and more into our house, Amazon's going to be like, right, right, Yodel, right, Hermes, we're going to swallow you up. We need your vans, and we can buy you out because we're bigger than you. And these companies are like, the top shareholders are like, okay, make profit out of it. All the drivers will just move over from those companies to Amazon because everyone's just going to be bombarded. More and more will move into our houses. That's just what's going to happen. Don't need to be a conspiracy theorist to know this. More and more we moved into our houses. So if we moved into our houses, population is still growing. Where's all this supply coming from? And that's quite a way away, isn't it? So if you can get in there now, while it's still just like people who bought shares in Microsoft or bought shares in Facebook, who bought shares in Bitcoin, something's happening here where you can get in there and make money. Now, the world we live in, money makes the world go round. That's just the way it is. Will there be a time that stops? In our lifetime? I don't know, but will it stop? Yeah, of course it will. We're already going to switch over to crypto, which can change the financial game completely. So let's get to crypto first before we start discussing kind of what's happening in the money side of things. But at the moment in your lifetime, you're going to struggle to get by without money. That's just the fact of it. Yeah, you can go live in a cabin in the woods off broccoli. You can. And people will. But that we're going down that route, most of humanity just won't. It's just not. Anyway, let's not get down that route. I want to start talking about stuff that's going to go off track about Amazon. How I know where Amazon's going is based on a lot of beliefs I have about the world and the way it works and the way it moves in certain ways that people and not really paying attention to. So there is a genuine opportunity here to make money through Amazon. And you can be the good guy or the bad guy with the money. You can help people with money. You can fight back with money. But you can also be a jackass with money. It's not the money that's the problem. We've got a Federal Reserve that is printing it into existence. It's not conspiracy. It's being printed physically and numbers on a screen into existence. The Federal Reserve is just bombing it out into our world. That's why everything's going up in price. It's not some conspiracy. That's what's happening. So there's more of it in existence. There's more for you to get your hands on. That's just the way it is. Is the financial system we live in going to crash eventually? Of course it is. Into crypto. So making money in the fiat system right now to convert to crypto might be a smart move. Rather than when we do the switch to crypto, you're right at the bottom. There's many ways of looking at this, but I'm getting off track basically. But it's not really off track if you understand where the world's going. If you understand what's happened the last couple of years. Now, why they did it, that's not for this video. But they moved us into our houses. That happened. Is it going to happen even more? Of course it is. More and more people have their jobs from home. That's just the way it is. So these people that are working, still living their lives, need supplying, do they not? Yeah. No, they can go out, and of course they can. They can go out. But in an economy where the workers are now working at home, the economy around it is going to collapse in on itself when they can just get stuff delivered to their door by clicking a button. Of course, people won't do that. Of course, people will never do that. But society is going to do that. So they're going to need supplying goods. Once you understand that, you can get in there supplying those goods to Amazon to supply the nation. It's going to happen. You can either be the person clicking on Amazon, or you can be the person supplying. It's a really hard thing to say that money does make the world go round. And as much as your heart goes against it, as much as your spirit goes against it, and some of you this is irrelevant. Some of you know what I'm talking about. But it's also knowing how to survive in their system because you don't have a choice. You can get swallowed up by it. You can let it break you. Or you can get amongst it. And you know where your morality is at. You know where your head's at. You don't care what anyone else thinks. You know what you're doing. Anyway, I've got 1 minute left of this video. I just kind of told a story. The bottom line of it is, it's Christmas Eve 2022, and Amazon FBA is a humongous opportunity for people to make money when you don't know anything about. Like, you don't know what FBA stands for. Like, what? I promise you, if you just add some stuff on Facebook, if it's on Facebook, I don't know, and just let the stuff come up in your page. If you just start watching videos on YouTube, you start looking for it on TikTok, the algorithms will pick it up and show you more of it. You'll see more of it, watch more of it. And if you watch, you're just going to learn, aren't you? If you're going to learn, then you go, oh, well, I might do that. Okay, well, I might buy my first thing, or I might buy, okay, now I'm going to get into wholesale. Oh my God, I'm going to quit my job. Oh my God, I can make huge amounts of money here. And you can. Is it easy? Fuck no. Does it take dedication and time? Is it frustrating? Is it ups and downs? Yeah, you fucking bet your life there is. I'm not giving it Billy Big Bananas because I haven't even started the wholesale game yet. I'm just kind of documenting how I got to the point of selling £6,000 worth of stock on Amazon this month, 5,000 last month. It's going to go up. I'm going to sell 10, 20, 40, 50, 100 grand worth of stock on Amazon. And you can too. I ain't selling you shit. I'm just saying that you can make money off it. And you don't have to know anything. You just have to have a desire to kind of understand how Amazon is going to take over everything, how everyone is going to move inside. And do you want to be broke as fuck, or do you want to like make some money when you don't really need to do anything other than just fucking pay attention to Amazon FBA that is coming in and Amazon that is taking over? Once you start seeing that, you know I'm talking the truth, you can get in there and start supplying to Amazon yourself and make yourself some money.